Hestongo! How was that, Delaney?
Killed it. Killed it.
This is Josiah Bender, your media specialist out of communications. And sitting alongside of me is
The lady Pinnock. It's Jay.
that guy. Yep. So today is March 12th, and it is exactly 11:01. I'm sitting here today with Delaney Pinnock, and just like Jeremy does with you every other Tuesday, Delaney, what'd you get into this weekend?
I made my way up to the big house to watch some basketball. El Reno Lady Indians won 5A state championship. Congrats to them. And then I went and watched Dale Pirates win 2A that night. So it was
What's the kid's name from Dale? What's his name? You know his name?
Forsyth, I believe.
Forsyth.
He's signed OU. Yeah.
Is he really like that? I haven't had a chance to watch him play.
I think he had 36 points in the championship
Man.
to win. So
36 points. How much did Dale win by?
it was about 20, I believe. I left kind of early, so
Heck yeah.
late night. What about you? What'd you get into?
Well, this weekend it was one of my cousin's birthdays. So his birthday was actually on last Wednesday, but we celebrated it this weekend, and we took him to Crab Kings up there in Tulsa. And then after that, I just went back to the house, watched, there's a UFC fight this weekend, so I watched that. And then Sunday, Sunday I always go visit my grandparents in Cromwell, so I just went and see my grandparents on Sunday. And then I had a league game in Shawnee.
Oh, yeah.
That was rough because I'm battling allergies over here, so that whole time I was just congested over there, wheezing the whole time. I wasn't out of shape though.
Oh,
it was just allergies.
Wasn't that.
It was allergies.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. But this Sunday is going to be March 17th, and we're just going to go ahead and get into these announcements. So for the 4 Sundays for this weekend, it's going to be Arbica, Big Arbor, Hickory Ground number 1, High Springs Carnival, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Okema, Rock Spring Anadarko, Rowell Community, Salt Creek Baptist, Seminole Baptist, Snake Creek number 1 and 2, Trenton, Vian Creek, and Wagawa. And again, this weekend will be March 17th. So don't forget to check in with those churches to make sure they're still having those 4 Sunday meetings. And we also, the Chogatulummi, the official publication of the Seminole Nation, is adding 4 Sunday church service dates to the monthly publication. If you are a member of Muskogee Seminole Church and you don't hear or don't see your church listed, please email seminolemedia@gmail.com and let the communications department know. And at this time, we always want to do a moment of silence for those loved ones that we've lost over the years, and especially due to COVID. So right now we're going to take a moment of silence. Motto. And Delaney, I'm going to ask you if you want to read this announcement right here on the government news.
All right, let's start. March is Women's History Month. Today, the Seminole Nation remembers the first female principal chief of the Seminoles, Alice Brown Davis. Miss Davis had many accolades, achievements, and tributes in her lifetime. I'm going to read a little bit about her. Alice Brown Davis was born on September 10, 1852, and passed June 21st, 1935. Miss Davis was the first female principal chief of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. She served from 1922 to 1935. She was born in Cherokee Town of Park Hill, Indian Territory, and grew up near Fort Gibson. When Alice was 15, a cholera epidemic broke out among the Seminole tribe, and she assisted her father in caring for the sick. In 1893, she became the interpreter for Dawes Commission. She later would become the superintendent at the all-girls school in Mahaga. In 1922, President Warren G. Harding appointed Alice to serve as the principal chief of the Seminole Nation. In 1930, she was inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. A fun fact, Alice was an excellent swimmer and often seen swimming across the North Canadian River with 2 of her own children on her back. Could you do that, Joe?
Man, I can barely swim as is.
In a pool, yeah, that's tough. She was a tough woman, it sounds like.
2 children on her back. I would have just sank to the bottom.
Yeah, you gotta be strong to do that.
Yeah.
So.
But also, the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma will be closed on March 29th in observance of Good Friday. So, that's the Friday right before Easter weekend. So it's gonna be a good long 3-day weekend.
So Easter's in.
Easter is
in
March this year. Yeah, March 31st. Yep. And then we also have no-cost tablet and internet. Seminole Nation is working with Public Wireless to provide no-cost tablets and internet. There is no risk to apply. You will never receive a bill for the internet service. The tablet is yours to keep forever with no obligations or commitments. Limited to 1 tablet per household. You can visit the Seminole Nation Facebook and view the flyer on that, and follow the link and or the QR code to access the free internet and tablets.
From the Boys and Girls Club, Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, they have an update on their spring break hours. That'll be from 8 to 4 on March 18th through the 22nd. So they have a lot of fun activities planned each day, including 3 field trips. And those are March 19th, Star Skate in Shawnee. The 21st, First Americans Museum in the city. 22nd, All-Star Community Basketball Game at the Mission. I think Joe and I will be playing in that again, so.
Yep.
Show them how it's done. Nah.
I don't know if y'all remember the video that last year that Communications put out, but Delaney was in there highlights, getting N1s left and right.
Yeah.
We had Keenan Springer getting MVP for the employees, even though he only had 2 points and shot it over the backboard.
That's my goal. I'm gonna get the MVP this year.
Yep. Keenan, we're coming for you this year, man.
So for a number for more info, if you're interested, 405-257-6604.
We have some announcements from the CHR and Diabetes Program. Tune in every Friday for Leah and Kyla's Friday Frenzy giveaways. 5 people will win swag for correct answering questions to a video that Wellness Tech posts every Friday. So search on the Facebook page for the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program for more information. And they do them every Friday, so I'm pretty sure they probably post them every Monday.
And they're still doing Tai Chi and chair aerobics. If you missed out in the last few sessions, you still have a chance to attend those. And those happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m., located in New Life Church in Wewoka. We have a phone number for those guys there?
Right there next to Jerome Harrison.
405-584-7923, or Kyla Harjo's 405-652-0878. So contact those guys if you have any questions.
And then the communications department is needing your stories on the old KWSH radio station. We also we are still looking for birthdays for the next upcoming paper, which that will probably be for your April birthdays. And we're also looking for obituaries for remembrance and for the month of March. So you can send those in to seminolemedia@gmail.com, and we will get those posted into the newspaper. And also, if you have a story and you want to tell us, you have an interesting story to tell, an accomplishment or local business. Hold on, my computer's messing up. An accomplishment or local tribal business to shout out for the Chocotalemi or the Seminole Nation Radio, you can email seminolemedia@gmail.com for consideration in the next community spotlight.
What about the story that's happening today? Can you announce that, or is that going to be a headliner for the future?
I believe today, Varnum, they're having Haley Mack. Haley Mack is having her signing. I'm not too sure where she's signing at.
I think Seminole State
Seminole
basketball.
State?
I've seen, yeah.
Nice,
I think her
nice.
mother posted it on Facebook, so I guess it's okay to announce here on the radio. Haley Mack, she's a Lady Whippet, plays basketball for Varnum. They're just north of town, so she's a pretty awesome basketball player. And softball player, too, I see.
It was exciting watching her play. I'm not from this area, but Varnum, Haley especially. Haley had a really good season this year.
She had a pretty good career there for the Whippets. She was from Justice, I believe, so representing Justice. They produce a lot of ball players over there.
There in Milwaukee, huh? And then we have some announcements from Food and Nutrition. They're having 2 cooking demonstrations. One coming up the most upcoming one is going to be Friday, March 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Food Distribution Program Kitchen. To sign up, contact Kevin Jones. Their phone number is 405-334-4007. And on March 22nd, they will be having squash and chicken stir fry with blue corn and blueberry muffins.
And the second one that he was mentioning was a demonstration happening April 9th on a Tuesday. And they'll be cooking up some mini tomato turkey melt. So they're at the Mission. Don't miss out on that.
Mm-hmm. And then Honor Guard. Any service member with honorable discharge, Honor Guard still needs some help. So if you want to give Rex Haley a call at 405-220-5342.
Quick announcement from Housing Authority. They still have an executive director position open. So if you're interested in that position, you can apply there. Contact them at 405-257-6604.
And also we have a big announcement from Job Placement and Training. If you are a Native American and live in Seminole County and have a desire to improve your job skills or learn a new job skill, they will be having short-term classes scheduled for Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook email. To make an appointment or to learn more about the classes, you can contact Deirdre Larney at 405-652-0195.
Obunaga Othlot. Yesterday we had the privilege of visiting Muskogee Nation, J5 and Darrell Proctor Jr. over there in Morris, and a lot of their second language learners and their Mahai Ogi. So we had a good time. So I just want to give a shout out, and we appreciate the invite, the time you've given to us to speak and just meet everyone on behalf of Seminole Nation Language Program.
Then we have some announcements from the Princess Committee. Upcoming, they have the 18 and over men and women's basketball tournament. This is not co-ed. It'll be held on April 5th and 6th at the Miccosukee Mission Gym. The deadline to enter is March 28th, and they're taking the first 10 teams in each division. Each division will get, for first place, will get cash prize, and second place will get T-shirts. And to sign up, contact Alyssa Kalo at 405-584-3377 or 405-339-7274 for more information.
They're also hosting a stomp dance that'll be held at the Miccosukee Mission Gym also. And that's March 23rd, so that's coming up pretty quick. And they'll have vendors set up, so you have an opportunity to be out there to show off your beadwork, shirts. I'm thinking I'll set up as a vendor.
Them's the Jots, huh?
Them's the Jots will be out there. That's at the gym there at the Miccosukee Mission. Supper starts at 5:30. You can contact Alyssa Kilo for that info also.
And then we also have a golf tournament that the Seminole Nation Royalty will be hosting. It'll be Friday, April 12th. And it's a 4-person scramble golf tournament at the Jimmy Austin Golf Course here at 400 Fairway Drive, Seminole, Oklahoma. 2 flights cash prize for first and second place for each flight. If you would like to sponsor, you can contact Alyssa Kayla again at 405-584-337 or 405-339-7274.
Are you looking for a place to have some lunch? Well, you can go out to the Old American Program that's located at the Mission. They'll be serving meals from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Fridays, they serve breakfast from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also, individuals 54 and under can purchase meal trays for $7 only. What are they having today, Joe?
Man, they are having baked chicken, rice. I don't know how you say that word. How you say that?
It was just cream corn and
Skip right past it.
Pilaf.
Pilaf, yeah,
Pilaf.
pilaf.
Nagadawa I don't know what that is.
But remember, all these daily menus, the daily whatever daily menus that they're cooking that day, they're always subject to change. Pilaf,
Pilaf.
pilaf.
Pilaf. Bo, for helping us out there.
Yeah, thank you, Bo. And then yeah, like you said, is they do breakfast 9 to 10 on Fridays, and then Monday through Thursdays at 11 a.m. to 12:30. $7 cash only.
Sounds like a pretty good lunch. From social services here, they're still offering winter LIHEAP assistance and ETA, which is emergency travel assistance. And that's from social services. You can call them for more info at 405-786-5025.
And then we have some news from Taro, Tribal Employment Rights Office. Tribal Employment Rights Office is looking to certify any and all Native artists. We currently have multiple programs within the nation looking for artists. Please fill out the application form on the website, which is www.sno-nsn.gov, and look under the careers tab. I mean, not the careers tab, the Taro tab, I'm sorry. Requirements is you have to complete the application. You must have a copy of your tribal membership or citizenship or CDIB, and you must provide 4 to 6 pictures of your artwork. For any questions, you can contact Megan Beaver, 405-584-8076.
From Seminole Nation Transit, I think people sometimes forget that they offer free rides here in the Seminole County. So if you're needing a ride, get some groceries to the store, to work, you can contact them. 405-294-3674.
Don't forget, they will not take you to the casino.
Oh, yeah, I gotta be.
They will not drop you off at the casino. And then we have some community news, or I guess you could say some more government news, tribal government, tribal court. The morning about last week, Tuesday, I believe, the president of the Seminole Tribe of Florida, Holly Tiger, visited with the Seminole Nation Supreme Court judges, Office of the Attorney General, and the Executive Office to discuss practices and challenges recently faced since the McGirt ruling to help further assist the expansion of the judicial system back in Florida. After discussion, a small crowd gathered to witness the Honorable Judge John T. Hammonds being sworn into the Seminole Nation Supreme Court. Chief Lewis Johnson shared a few words following the ceremony and presented President Tiger with a gift.
That's from, if anybody's looking for some jobs, we have some openings here. Seminole Nation, agriculture, food sovereignty, community opioid prevention and empowerment program, Head Start, historic preservation, IT, maintenance, OAP, which is the older American program, and transit. So if any of those interest you, you can look on the website, the www.sno-nsn.gov.
Alrighty, and we have some community news. I'm just going to read these off again just in case we missed them last week. We want to give a big congratulations to Joe Fixico, a wrestler out of Prague High School in Prague, Oklahoma, who finished top 6 in the state. This is quotations from his school. He's an example of what Prague wrestling is about. He embodies a true warrior spirit. He has set the standard for Prague wrestling. All young wrestlers can learn from his run as he made a state championship run.
What else we got? Congrats to McKenna Williams for making all tournament during the ORES tournament. So that was a while back, but basketball's a big deal here. So we're going to keep congratulating these young athletes. She's an OGZ band member, same as me. She's 6th grade at Justice, so she's playing up in the older division. Hopefully we'll see her in the future and be calling a few of her games. Her proud parents are Tom Williams and Kirsty King. So, but Jay.
And then we have an announcement from Tribal Enrollment. They are still selling Seminole Nation merchandise. To purchase, come to the Tribal Enrollment Office at the Seminole Nation Complex located in Milwaukee, Oklahoma. I do not see a phone number on here, but yeah, go ahead and go out to the tribal enrollment at the complex and check out what all Seminole Nation merchandise is for sale. And you can also take a look back at the Facebook page, and you'll be able to see everything that they're selling over there too.
Update your gear. Be stylish.
And then today, Delaney, we don't have Jeremy here, we don't have Mark here, so we just gonna make it a quick show. So I'm just gonna have you go ahead and go into the birthdays.
Okay, all right. Start off with Genesis Tallahassee, Elijah Jimboy, Zach Carjo, Fred Brown. Chinhitskida Nita, Afatski, Fudo Wakachas.
And to go back to the enrollment announcement, the enrollment office phone number is 405-257-7242. And as always, you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have any news or announcements you want to share on the community and events page, please email the communication staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com, or you can call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 AM. From Full White Killer behind the computer,
Delaney Pinnock.
I am Josiah Bender, Moto, and Chia Josleys.
Yigadijas.